when we were 12, 13, we went to this ceremony. It's called True Love Waits, where you sign a certificate and agree to be a virgin until marriage. And now I have a joke about it now at my show, because I go, we all signed that at 12 and 13, and some of us didn't know how hot we were going to go on to be. So like, this guy plays the flute and he collects Pokemon cards. I'm on the same virginity contract. I got skills, or like I turned out to be popular. And it's like, let's say, for example, like the church was trying to raise money, because I knew my dad was the pastor, and he was like, we need to raise money for this building project or this wing of this or whatever. And then I would see like a sermon on like the importance of giving. And I'd be like, wait, I knew the behind the scenes of it. So I was like, wait, I know God didn't tell you this. I know that the church, I know that we need money for the thing. And so I would see the back side of it and the front side of it and what they were saying to the people, but I was at home. And I was like, and so these are kind of things that I was just like whispering to my buddies. I were like, look at this. Just kind of like, I didn't. And so that was the basis of all my jokes. Like the first video that ever went viral for me was this video called Christian Girl Instagram. So there was a phenomenon on Instagram where Christian, mostly women would do it, where their Bible would be open. They'd have a highlighter. They'd be like, and they would have a cup of coffee with like a journal, and like everything was ornately like, look how good of a Christian I am. And the video was like, here's how to make the best to get the most likes. Here's how to make arrange the best photo. Because it was like, dude, I know you read the Bible for 4 minutes, and this photo took 30 minutes. And everybody was like, holy shit, dude. Like, I can't believe this exists. Mm-hmm. I can't believe this video. It was like a fake tutorial about how to get more likes on your Bible Instagram photo. And it was such like people were so hurt by it because people did it and it was true.
Yeah.
And the truth is the only thing that's ever offensive. And it was at the time, it was jokes like that you were like, I can't believe this exists out loud now. And so I just went down on that road but I did it from the inside, because I'm still obviously a believer, and we're very active in my church now. And it's like, I'm not pointing fingers at y'all. I'm like, this group is nuts.
Yeah. But
I love them, and I'm still in this group.
How old were you when you started that?
I mean, probably I was always active in church and doing it kind of like privately, kind of like this guy. Like, I remember I showed up at church and they had the reserve parking spots for the pastors, mm-hmm. all up front. And I did a fake pastor welcome video. It's like, you're welcome to our church. Like, we're here to serve. Okay, sorry, don't worry about the sign, but we are here just like Jesus to put other people in front of ourselves. And then it kept panning over to the sign. I was like, all right, now, you know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, sorry. This is just for, I didn't mean this, but what I'm saying is that we welcome everyone and your guests are important. So, and it kept, right? And I remember a guy came to my show, a pastor came to my show, and he came to the meet and greet one time, and he had his reserve parking spot for the pastor, and he signed it, and he goes, I just want to give this to you. And I was so moved by your message that we took our pastor parking spots down. So I was always that. I do it professionally now, but I was always that guy.
Yeah. Just
being like,
calling it out.
Kind of, yeah. And then you go, that doesn't make sense. And it was like, I had this video called Private Jet Pastor, where I was like a pastor on a private jet, and I was like, we rented a jet, and I was like, listen, we need money. It's not for me. I need to get, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, that was the best way that I knew how, and still is, by the way, to expose it, is to make light of it.
Yeah.
To be like, this pastor, that's not going to go anywhere, but you make it so funny that you're like, gosh, dude, this is it. It's so true though. And that's what everybody kind of gravitated around that. And then it was like, I was still in it though.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the, the purity culture is what we call. There was like a, when we were 12, 13, we went to this ceremony. It's called True Love Waits, where you sign a certificate and agree to be a virgin until marriage. And now I have a joke about it now at my show, because I go, we all signed that at 12 and 13, and some of us didn't know how hot we were going to go on to be. So like, I go, this guy plays the flute and he collects Pokemon cards. I'm on the same virginity contract. I got skills, or like I turned out to be popular. And it's like, it's a joke, obviously, but it's like all these things there's things about the military that you go, that was crazy.
Oh yeah.
But you love it, and you would do anything for you would do that time in the military, you'd do anything for those guys. But also, you've even made jokes on here, like, I don't know if they're that smart over there.
Yeah.
But you're one of them. That's why you can say that.
That's true.
If somebody from somewhere else was making fun of our military that they weren't very smart, you would be pissed at them.
Probably right.
Yeah, but you're allowed to, because we know that you almost gave your life for it. So you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your craving attention and comedy started at about age 9 to 10.
Yeah, informally. I mean, I always remember all my family would say, well, yeah, you were so shy, but whenever you would tell stories, it would just be...
You were shy. You were timid.
Shy, yeah. Still am pretty introverted. I mean, I do it on stage, but whenever I would go out anywhere, I don't want to attract attention or I want to, keep to myself. I do it professionally, obviously, but yeah, it was always... I couldn't really, just like we talked about this whole time, I couldn't make sense of a lot of things. And I go, that doesn't, wait, you say, I remember I was homeschooled, and then I went to a small Christian school, and they said, you got to tuck your shirt in. You got to tuck your shirt in, because that's whatever the rule is. That didn't make any sense to me. And I probably got detentions and written up and suspended so many times because I didn't agree with that. I didn't think that was a good rule. If he's like, hey, nobody can bring a gun to school, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Or you got to show up on time. You got to be in here at 8:00 because that's when the bell rings. Yeah, that makes sense, that scene, but that didn't make sense to me. And I always grew up very, very legalistic, and drinking alcohol, sex and alcohol my parents don't drink, still have never drank, but all my siblings do, which is funny. But I remember at 22, I went to this Christian internship, and the rule was no drinking, and that's when I started drinking.
No kidding.
Because I go, no, I don't. I'm 21. I can do. The law says that I'm allowed to, and I don't agree with this, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. So you got a problem with authority?
Yeah, dude. But that's what comedy is.
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes, so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.